Oh. Oh, they don't even have everything here. Really, the best healing they have is a freaking aid kit? Oh my god, dude. Let's try these proximity bombs. Six and 0, 11 and 3. Wow. Alright, let's sell some clutter. We're going to buy a couple extra aid kits. Can't believe I can only buy aid kits here. Really dumb. I guess I could go back to the same save point and save, but I'm not going to. Alright, let's go. This is almost back to where we were, where we had to do to Game Over Plus, by the way. Almost back there. We got one little dungeon and then it's the next boss. Hot! I'm actually about the same level as I was before. I think I was level 23 or 24. So that's not bad. And I haven't used any party XP. Oh my god, only say 8,700? But last time I checked I had 8,700. How do I still have the same amount of XP as I did 3 hours ago? What? That can't be right. That's a mimic. Hi guys, why can't I? Oh, because I'm controlling her. Okay, that's the problem. Not a mimic. Why am I missing? What? Good. Good. Not good. Very not good, actually. miss Deathbringer, man. It was better. Ha! Yeah. Can't get me with your debuffing. Oh, never mind. Burn! Burn! I should really have tested to see if the circle slash was AoE here, to see if I can unequip it or not. What the fuck? He had a fucking sliver and he kept doing that bullshit counterattack over and over again for like half my life bar. Are you kidding me? Why is this game such a fucking prick? All the time, incessantly, it never stops being a complete asshole. Oh, good night, man. This game just doesn't let you have fun ever. No fun allowed. The video game. Going up. You know, it wouldn't matter so much if items weren't so ridiculously rare. You know what I mean? Like, and so hard to carry around with you. It's like every time you have to use a healing item, you're like, oh my god, again, kind of thing, you know? It's just like, it's frustration. Oh, Ephemeral Fantasia is definitely a no fun game, allowed game as well. This is almost as bad as that game. The only saving grace to this game versus Ephemeral Fantasia is there's actually direction, and it's not because the game tells you where to go or even gives you a suggestion on where to go. It's because there's literally only one way to go. Oh, okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll just go ahead and sit here and die all the way from full health. It's totally fine. See, resin isn't even gonna do anything. You wanna know why? Because I'll spam all these items, and then they'll just sit there and do 300 points of damage to me again, killing me all the way from full health. Again. See? It's just gonna keep happening over and over again because I was throwing bombs and for whatever reason it didn't take my input, so I got surprise attacked. Not that it would have mattered because these guys just have a really, really high speed, a very high speed, and they just spam this shit over and over again, dude. Whose fucking bright idea was it to give these things 3 attacks? No, it's okay, I'll just spam all my extremely limited and rare resin items to defeat one random encounter that's literally in my way that I can't avoid. I mean, maybe I could have tried to run around it with the bait, but I thought the bombs would have done the work, but nope, because they have so much HP, it doesn't matter. Unbelievable. If you told me this was a thing, I wouldn't believe you. If someone came to me and said, yeah, there's a game that does this, I would have laughed at you like, no, it doesn't. That's ridiculous. What? But it's okay, because it's not like they're gonna just do that exact same cycle of events all over again or anything like that. I'll totally profile. Well, at least it shows me what they're vulnerable to. I'll totally get a turn with my other characters, right? Right? I'll totally get a chance to act with them so they can try to not die, right? Oh, they're actually going for her! We might have a chance! They're not vulnerable to lightning anymore, though. I think they're vulnerable to fire, though. Which is actually even better. And all I had to do was use a stack of healing items and half of my available resin items just to win a random encounter. Free, literally free. Wait, is this the room with the fight? thought I had a save point or... No, you don't get a save point before. I remember now. I should just fight these. I'm not going to be able to get around. True, I didn't use all my dragon power on it, so there's that, I suppose. I think these are all the same sword. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You can run away. What? Oh, come on! What kind of bullshit pathing is that it runs away and bounces off a wall, flies across and hits me anyway? God! Every aspect of this game, it doesn't relent. It's always a piece of shit. It never stops being a piece of shit. You're thinking, oh yeah, it can get around that. Nah, you can't. Nah, no. And of course, Confuse persists through battle. Of course, Confuse persists through battle, and he gets his full AP charge on me. Of course. Why wouldn't Confuse, the most logical of all status elements to persist beyond battle, not persist beyond battle? Because I know when I get out of battle and my teammates are still slicing and dicing my other teammates, I'm just like, that's normal. So let's carry on and move on. Oh, use it. Gold X. Oh, dude, these are so stupid. These gold XP thingies. 5% up to 100%, and you're thinking, hey, cool. You know, gather a bunch of them, use a bunch, get a big XP bonus. No, they're so rare. That's the second one I've ever gotten. No, it's not a passive skill. You have to use it in combat, and you can use up to 20 to get 100% bonus for golden XP. But they're so rare. Like, you would have to hang on to them in your inventory, which takes up a very limited inventory slot to do so, you know? Those inventory slots are very, very rare, very, very limited. So healing items, you don't have a whole lot in your inventory at any given time. That makes that slot very valuable when it's taken up with like basically a useless item because they're so rare. You'd have to get a whole bunch of them to make them worth anything. You know what? Screw it. Get out of here. Oh, I just used that on what's her name. God dang it. Just do game over plus 20 times. Easy. Maybe that's why there's a lot of plus stat items. If the plus stat items don't carry over through game over plus, wow. Just wow. I guess I gotta get rid of something. Probably those then. Oh, it's a booster. Okay. Increases move. Oh. We stumbled into the lush brown corridor, yes. Yeah, we finally found the lush environments. Another beautifully designed brown corridor. The subtlety in the design is really quite the thing. Crayson, hey, what's up, dude? Thanks for the host, man. What's going on? How's your sanity holding up? Welcome in, everybody. This is quite possibly one of the worst games I've ever played. How are you doing? I guess we'll just have to fight these guys. It shouldn't be too hard. Quite the game indeed. Yeah. Raimi, thank you for 413 sub. Very much appreciated for the support. It's a game to surpass Metal Gear. You'd argue that I'm raging too hard about it and just don't understand the mechanics. You are wrong. I'm just gonna put it at that. The game is obtuse as hell. There is no not getting the mechanics when it doesn't tell you that you game over at certain points without the ability to actually advance, dude. No. I'm sorry. No. Darkest Dungeon with Breath of Fire skinned? Almost. Except Darkest Dungeon actually has good balanced mechanics. And it's advertised as a roguelike. Alright, let's try this other one. I want to see a circle spin. Yeah, it does. It is AoE. Nice. Hey, not bad. Like, if you've been here for more than 3 seconds, Felly, you'd see that like 90% of chat is all in agreement with me because they played it, had the same negative experience with the game, and similarly also referred to it as a steaming pile of shit. Because it is. Because it is. Not because I don't understand the mechanics. Because it's a raging, flaming pile of obtuse, mechanically failing garbage nonsense that forces the player to play through the entire game again because it doesn't want to actually create content. The game, if you probably were able to get through the game in a single playthrough, would last you about like 10 hours, maybe 15. But because the game has this ridiculously high scaling ladder with the D counter mechanic, you're basically forced to play through it multiple times, at least twice. That is objectively bad. That's not an opinion. That is objectively one of the worst game mechanics I can ever imagine, dude. You can't even overgrind it because enemies are limited. Not to mention, random encounters give garbage amounts of experience. And then at this point, with all these horrible mechanics like limited saves and horrible scaling and the D meter and everything else on top of that, like all the small stuff is minor, it didn't really bother me, but when it compiles on top of all the other garbage, that's when it really starts to stink. You answered your question before you could ask it. Well, you're welcome. You would still recommend checking out the speedrun after you're done. It's really quite an enjoyable watch. I've seen pieces of it, but not enough to know anything about the game. You played it in one go multiple times before. Great. Did you do it on your first try? I'll bet you dollars to donuts that you did not. And you had to do a game over plus in order to get through it. There's a difference between being able to and doing it on your first time playthrough, which is the only playthrough that matters, because that's the one that where 99% of the players are going to pick up the game and go, what the hell is this crap? And they're not going to play it again. Should I go back in that way? Grayson, how was your stream, by the way, dude? If you're still around after that rant. I just, oh, it's a treasure. I don't have the key, though. Oh, I do have the key. Yeah. How's that? I already have that. What's up, Deformed? It's been a while since you heard BGGB so upset. I'm not upset. I'm passionate, my friend. I'm passionate. I'm passionate about good games and game design. It bothers me when I see one that's so far off the mark. It's not about being patient or not, dude. No game should make you replay the entire thing because it doesn't want to create actual content, dude. Like, think about a game like Xenogears that has a vast world and you keep going through all these environments and it's new and fresh and exciting and it just keeps going. It's like 80 hours of just straight through the game gameplay, right? And the battles aren't even that long in Xenogears. They're relatively simply, you know, simple and fast, you know, fast, and you get through it pretty quickly. This game gives you a 10-hour game that makes you play it 5 times to give you a 50-hour game. That's a problem. That's not creating content. That's just making you replay the game. It's forcing the player to replay the game. It's saying the game has 50 hours of gameplay, but really it has 10 hours of gameplay. You just have to play it 5 times. That's bullshit. That's not creating extra content, dude. That's not about being patient. That's about being forced to regurgitate the shit you already did. It's like forgetting to save the entire time and then game overing 10 hours into the game and then having to do it all over again. It's demotivating, it's deflating, it's frustrating, it's annoying. That's not fun. That's the opposite of fun. All right, we are going to power boost our boy Ryu. Dude, that's not even it, Faith. The bad mechanics of this game have nothing to do with it being Breath of Fire. It has everything to do with it being a shit game all on its own without the Breath of Fire name meaning anything. Ow. Ow. They're just gonna die in one turn. Okay, good. That would have been annoying. We just died. I mean, if you like the game, that's fine. There's a difference between liking a game and failing to accept the fact that it's shitty design despite you liking it. I like games with bad design. There's lots of them that I think are awful, but they're still fun to play. But you can't just be like, I like it, thus it's good.